Whenever you and your dog play in a physical activity or a competitive activity, you want to warm them up first for two reasons. One is you want to let them know what game you're playing and get them mentally prepared. So you want to do a little drill of whatever the exercises are that you're going to be performing during your competition. The second reason is if it's a physical activity, you want to warm those muscles up so they're less likely to be injured. And you also want to get more oxygen and nutrients to the muscles. I'm very competitive, and research shows an individual is up to 7% faster when they properly warm up their muscles. So that 7% speed can be the difference between my dog getting first place or second place. This weekend at a trial, she lost out to first place by only 0.4 of a second. So I doubt if that was our warm-up routine different from the other dog. The other dog was either faster or the handler just was better than I was. But that could be the difference between her being knocked down even farther in the placements. Also, being 7% slower could be the difference between qualifying and not qualifying. So having the muscles warmer is going to reduce the risk of injury. It's going to allow the dog to get more speed, and it's going to get the dog mentally prepared. So I'm going to show you my warm-up routine for agility. When I warm up my dog, I want to use the same muscles I will in competition, and I also want to use those muscles the same way they're going to be used in that competition. So for agility, since the dog is running and jumping, then I want to warm up my dog by running and jumping. So let me show you my warm-up routine. Okay, I'm going to have my dog approach the jump from a distance so she gets some running in. She's going to run back to me. She's going to approach the jump again at a run. And then we're going to do some tight turns where she is using her muscles for collection and extension. And she's going to be twisting and turning her core muscles so that they're going to be nice and limber. I warm up at competition height. And that's because I don't have a lot of time at the warm-up jump. There's other people waiting in line to use it. So I'm not going to start them out low and then go up high. I crate my dog far enough away from the warm-up jump that by the time we potty and get to the jump, we're ready to jump full height. Ready? Go. Okay. Go. Atta girl. Okay. Go. And now we're going to do some tight turns. And that's pretty much the extent of our warm-up. Now we can continue staying active and using more muscles as we're ringside waiting for our turn in the ring. I'm going to show you in slow motion all the different muscles that come into play when Dash does the figure eight around the jumps. You're going to see that she uses her rear legs to push off. She uses her front legs and the entire front end assembly when she lands and pushes off for the next step. She uses the different muscles in her core to be able to pop up, to come down, to turn and go back and forth. So you'll see full body workout what she's going to get before we go into the ring. Once I'm done with my routine at the warm-up jump, now I'm going to head over to the ring, and I'm still going to keep her active. I may keep an eye on the dogs in the ring and see what the handler's doing, see what's working, see what's not. But my awareness is still going to be on my dog so I can interact with my dog. I don't want to disconnect from my dog. So one of the things I do with Dash, she is high prey drive and high energy. I'm going to be playing tug with her ringside, and I'm not right next to the ring. We're far enough out, we're not distracting anybody. I'm going to play tug, and now watch in slow motion the full body workout that Dash gets when she plays tug. It's going to keep all those muscles we need for her agility run nice and warm and limber. Another activity I can do close to the ring while I'm waiting my turn is to have my dog jump straight up for either a treat or a toy. I'm not going to have that be the only jumping my dog does for warm-up because I want a full body warm-up, but that's going to keep the blood flowing, the nutrients moving throughout the muscles, and it's going to keep my dog warmed up so that she can still have her peak performance in the ring. But let me show you in slow motion the muscles that are used when the dog jumps straight up. So as you see, when the dog's jumping straight up, the dog is pushing off with its hind legs. It's also landing on its hind legs. So the front end of the dog doesn't come much into play. Also, the dog uses a lot of back muscles, lifting itself up, but not much more of the other core muscles are being used. And I want to make sure that all of my dog's muscles that she's going to use in the agility ring is going to be warmed up. So I may use that straight up jump while I'm waiting ringside for my turn, but that's not going to be the only exercise I give my dog. I need to make sure all the muscles she uses are going to be nice and warmed up before we go in the ring. Another thing I'll do ringside, in addition to physical activity, is also a little bit of brain work. We're going to be doing some tricks, and that's just to keep my dog engaged with me, so she's more likely to stay with me on the course. Now, Dash has been trained for long enough and to a high enough level that I don't get a disconnect from her. But my dog that is in novice, there's a chance I may get a disconnect just because she's not as sure of her job. So I'll just do little things like, since we do obedience, I'll do finishes, do this, and front, and heel, come, good, do this, round and round, reverse, yeah, right here, ready, beep, 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 good, heel. So we'll just do all kinds of little things to keep her brain engaged. You know, mix it up, have fun. The most important thing when you're waiting your turn is to not disconnect from your dog. Don't let your nerves take over while you're watching the dog and handler in the ring that aren't having the best run out there, and make you nervous so that you're going to stress out yourself and then your dog. You want to keep yourself engaged with your dog. You want to keep your dog engaged with you. You want to have fun. And so just give your dog the best chance of succeeding physically and staying focused on you so your dog has confidence and has fun.